Okay, so we're here at the Downtown booth with Danielle, I believe, and we are checking out a new game that's going to be coming out called Alina of the Area. Could you tell me a little bit about the game and who it's for?
Sure. So this is a card deck roguelike game. This is, right now it's in Japanese. This came out a bit ago. We're now releasing on Switch now. So we're actually going to be having a console release for this. So we're very excited to announce that for TGS. So it's the big reveal that we had a couple days ago. This kind of game I think really does work, especially for consoles like Switch. It's a pretty, these are like runs, so you can just play this as much as you like. There are different ways you can go about it. What's interesting about this game is that there is the single play for each like battle that you do, but there also is a bit of strategy that goes with it because there's a lot of elements of these that are eliminable, so they disappear. So you have to strategize how you want to kind of like go through the whole run to get, you know, I guess maximum effect, as it were. So this is really, really interesting part of the game. There's of course different like strategy plays. It's a card game, so there, as you go through the game, you get to build up your deck. You get to create your own cards. You can also eliminate your cards in order to like make a better deck for yourself. There's also the ability to, because this is a gladiator game. So the whole premise of this is there's a bit of like a random factor of this is that you have the crowd actually throwing objects into the arena.
Okay, I have to ask, what kind of objects do they throw in?
You get rocks, rusty daggers, swords, potions. Sometimes you get like gems, money.
So all things that can help you along the way. So
there are a lot of different things, and so there's a bunch of different factors of this that I think are really like engaging for this. So it's a very, again, doesn't require so much commitment in terms of time because you can get through a run. I'd say if you have like a good maybe 30 to 45 minutes or so, and you're used to the gameplay, you can get through like a run pretty smoothly, I would say. But then it's as you go through the game, you unlock different classes. So different classes give you different bonuses, different buffs, different weapons that you can utilize, that sort of thing. And so it kind of builds upon itself, but it's still easily digestible, if that makes sense.
How many hours do you think it'll take for, in general, like to complete the game? Or
to get like a full
completion, or 10, 15 is what?
10? I'd say, yeah, if you could dedicate like a good, maybe like 10 hours to the game or so. I feel like you should be able, again, this is all assuming like you're picking up on everything pretty easily, which I think for me, a lot of this is quite intuitive. So it's not, when I first experienced the game, it wasn't really, I wasn't really struggling too much, which is a good thing. So it's quite user friendly. But yeah, I would say like a good 10 hours. Now this is just pending with the current build that we have. No other expansions or anything happening. But yeah, there's quite a few different classes. What I like D&D. And so a lot of like the different classes are very kind of like D&D. Like you have barbarians, you have fighters, you have like swordsmen. So you have like that kind of.
So people familiar with D&D or fantasy RPGs, they'll be right at home fitting in.
Exactly. Like it's very intuitive in that way where you can think it's like, oh, okay, like if this is your style, then this is what you have.
You got it.
But yeah, I really do enjoy that. There are events. So so what events are, it's essentially like missions. So
these like daily, do they change?
So depending on the run, it's randomized every single run. So every mission or event is going to have a different thing that they ask of you, and this can allow you to gain or lose certain things. But there's also like a bit of humor in them. Like I've had a mission once where it's just like, oh yeah, like an old lady like is selling some potions. Like, do you want to buy them? Or it's like, but then you also have the option of like, oh, you can like steal from her, and it's sort of like
you have that choice like within every roguelike where you can actually. When you go through a run of a roguelike, you have to make the choice of, do you want resource A or do you want resource B? And like, what do you want to take out of it as well to the next run? So it has that in spades.
I enjoy that little bit of it. And if you steal from her, you get shame. Like that's a status. Like there is no, it doesn't debuff you. It's just a shame status. You're just
so it's got a little humor to it as well. And like you said, it is coming out for Switch exclusively.
For Switch and for PlayStation and Xbox.
Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. And it will be an English release.
Yes.
Coming in which for it? Do you guys have a release window for it?
Do we have an exact
for the English
date
version?
on this? Not an exact date
Okay,
that is
okay.
set down for this. Now, what's really good, I think if it's possible for me to go back to this one, we'll see if we can do this. But we do have, at least in this, which we're running through,
Okay.
we do have
So
several different
languages
that it's available in, which is, I appreciate quite a bit.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Definitely come check this game out. If you're at TGS, if you're not at TGS, of course, look forward to it. I was like, well, of course we're not. Please,
if you're watching this, you're probably not here.
All right.
Yeah, how's it going with TGS right now? We're in front of the Dungan booth. Talking to the developer of EXIL.
EXIL, yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
So can you introduce yourself and maybe the game?
So we are the developer of EXIL. Should I look at it or here?
Camera.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. So we are developer of the game called EXIL. We are Cherry Mochi. We are a very international team, a studio based in Kanagawa. And we are bringing this, our second title, the EXIL, to the world now. And EXIL is a JRPG with a turn-based combat. And the player play as a Tori, our protagonist, and travel through the very mysterious, dark, psychedelic, rotten world, but beautiful 3D world. And they basically travel through the puzzle box dungeons and collect the tarot cards, which player can use in the battle later on. So it's like a turn-based combat JRPG in a world of weird, dark, psychedelic world. Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. So who is this game for? Like, who would you really recommend this for? Like,
anyone who loves JRPG and anyone who loves occult, tarot theme, weird games. And but the tarot, basically the EXIL has 4 pillars. One is this like interesting turn-based combat for even veteran gamers or beginners. And the second pillar is Zelda-like, 3D Zelda-like puzzle box dungeon. So whoever likes that kind of puzzle box dungeons, please play this. And also third is actually tarot deck. So players will collect these tarot decks, digital tarot deck in the game, and they can use it for the battle. But at the same time, you can purchase this physical tarot deck to enjoy the art of each card, or also you can just use a card to reflect on yourself and tell your own story, that kind of thing. So yeah. And the fourth pillar is story of self-acceptance and healing. So a very interesting story it has. So.
Vic, I think you might have just answered it, but I was gonna ask, is there anything that you would wish new players to like really take away from this game after completing it?
One more time?
What is like, for like new players, you know, going through this game and playing through it, when they're done with the whole thing, what is one thing that you really hope they come away with?
Again, the theme for this game is self-acceptance and healing through the storytelling in the game. Also, the using the tool, which is tarot deck. And we really want the player, after completing this game, be aware of themselves and reflect on their journey in the game and reflect that on their own lives. Yeah, that's what we want to do.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
So what's the availability for this game? When can we play it? What platforms?
At the moment, we are aiming at releasing on Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox. And aiming at release the end of 2024 or early 2025.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So that's PS4, PS5?
PS4, PS5, and Xbox.
Like all Xboxes?
Xbox is all Xboxes.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Hi.
Arigato.
Okay. All right. Oh, hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you. We are Tom.
I'm
from Tokyo
Takashi.
Otaku Mode. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So who are you?
Yes, I'm Takashi Hamada, a game developer, game designer, and also yes, programmer.
Ah, program. Oh, very nice. Okay. So what is your game?
So my game is just Mr. Elevator. This is a very new game. But in the previous, I developed with a lot of games during the about 10 years. So because basically I major in the product design and the pottery in the art school. So I'm very interested in
the real physical product. So, for example, so I produce the card game and the ball game. And recently I produced the cassette tape. This is a soundtrack.
Oh.
Yes, soundtrack.
Is it the game music?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
It looks like the package of the Nintendo Switch.
Yes. Oh, very nice design.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes, my new game is a Mystery Elevator. So my inspiration comes from the real cassette tape. I love the cassette tape, and I collect a lot of cassette tape. So I wanted to create a kind of the game using a cassette tape that we use.
Wow.
It's a puzzle game. So,
Seems very difficult.
Yeah, yes.
Oh.
The player have to listen the sound from the cassette tape. So it's a very interesting game because the player imagines all the images in my mind, in my head from the sound. So this game like that. So the Mr. Elevator will speak a lot of narration, and the player have to solve the puzzle, listen the sounds. For example, player have to knock on the door, and the player have to listen the response. So yes, like that kind of the game. So it's a puzzle game using the sound.
Oh, sound-based puzzle game.
Yes.
Sounds very interesting. So could you tell us why exactly Mr. Elevator? Why that name?
Because we discuss a lot of title of this game.
Okay.
But the Mr. Elevator is a quite nice name. It's very stand out and very simple.
Yes.
And yes, Mr. Elevator is one of the main character.
Oh, it's a character. I see.
Yes. The character. No, the elevator. Getting the character, individual character.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So who is this game for? Like your audience?
It's a very difficult question. The first, so the main audience is me. Is me. And some people who like the old style, 1990s art style. So this style comes from the glitch art or the very early Flash game. So yes, it's kind of the people who like the artwork.
Yes, it's a very interesting and unique design.
Thank you.
Okay. So how can we play your game?
Yes, we can play the Nintendo Switch and Steam. Maybe we produce Steam first.
Oh, Steam. Okay. Yes, Steam. All right. Okay. So when is the game being released?
Yeah, I hopefully next to spring.
Oh, okay. Hopefully next spring.
Hopefully.
All right. Cool. We're looking forward to it.
Yes. I try to.
Yes. Okay. So where can we find more information about your game?
Yes, our Steam page is the best.
Okay.
So before publishing the game, but we post the many video on our Steam page.
Okay.
Of the Mr. Elevator.
So you also have gameplay videos.
Yes, and developing the scenes also.
Okay. All right. So, right. Is there anything else you'd like to tell, or any final comments?
Okay, we will enjoy the game show. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much.
Domo, you are welcome.
First, can you introduce yourself and introduce your game?
Okay, I'm the game producer of this game, and our game is Recall Empty Wishes. It's a pixel art game and 2D side scroll, so RPG role-playing game. And I am the producer and story writer of this game, and I'm Shams. Okay, so our game is 2023 winter. Okay.
Wait, what platforms is this releasing on?
We will launch our game on Steam first, and maybe other platform, but we will consider it first.
All right.
Okay.
What's the main story inspiration for this game?
Our story inspiration is surrounded by our real life. Just like I think everyone has his own unrealizable wishes. Sometimes I saw some comics or movies or other stories. I will realize some kind of unrealizable wishes, and I got some inspiration from them. So I create the story.
Right. What is like one unique thing about this game?
Unique thing. Okay.
Like the most special, the most unique thing?
I think our unique thing is multiple angle of to describe our story, because we can control different role to enter different characters stories, so we can see more side of the whole story. Okay.
All right, and your game is going to release on Steam. Can you wishlist it right now?
Yes, you can add wish list now.
Do you have any plans for a demo?
We already have a demo on Steam.
Okay, perfect. So you can go check that out right now. You can wishlist it on Steam. Do you have any final words? Anything you want to say?
Our story, we recall Empty Wishes is a story-driven game, and our wish is try to tell players to how to face our fake wishes and try to keep on and that's it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Right, that's Recall Empty Wishes. Go wishlist on Steam. Yeah, thanks.
Hey everyone, we are here with the developers of Mmy Grove, checking out their game, and we've actually got someone here that we're going to talk to. Could you introduce yourself and also let me know your role, and yeah, just tell us a little bit about the game.
Hi, so my name's Braden. I am doing the sound on Mmy Grove, mostly voice acting and sound effects, a bit of music. So this is mostly developed by one developer, and then we have another artist that does all the other assets and art. And we have a couple other people working on it, but primarily being developed by one person.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, the goal of the game is really to explore and have fun. There's a huge cast of characters that you'll meet along the way and cook meals for. So it's mostly adventure, but it's got cooking elements and plenty other little things hidden around the world.
Okay. So who would you say this is for? It seems like a very chill, cozy game.
I'd say pretty all ages. Like I think this is definitely the kind of thing I'd like when I was a kid exploring. But I mean, yeah, we've tried to make something that appealed to us.
Okay. Could you tell me what platforms or VR platforms this is releasing on?
So we're mostly releasing on Steam VR.
Okay.
It should be out sometime this year, 2023. But we're trying to make it available on every platform that we can for VR. So we have models for other builds.
Okay. Awesome. And a couple more questions. But what would you say is one of the most unique things about the game? Maybe a unique feature or something that you would like to promote?
I mean, I'm pretty drawn to just the art and the style. We're trying to make it very like universal with the language and the sounds and everything.
Okay.
I know we will be working on a house customization system and stuff too, so you can buy items and decorate. But it's really just the atmosphere.
Yeah. Awesome. And could you let me know when, is this available now or when will it be available?
We are planning to release it later this year.
Okay.
We don't have a solid date yet, but it's still in development.
Sweet. And for anyone who wants to find out more information, do you have a website that they can go to or?
Yeah, so we're being published by Dangan Games, so it's on their website. You can also find in wishlist on Steam. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you so much for your time. Definitely everyone, please go and check this game out. Go wishlist it on Steam. And yeah, get some chill vibes in there and cooking and exploring.